following presentation of the National Football League.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo District of Seattle. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the visiting sideline, there you see Packer head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys fell short last week after a victory in the opener. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though. And
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Giovanni Ricci, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Here's 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Rodgers now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He stiff arms it. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to Kyle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
That's another first down. A gain of 12.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. In motion goes the tight end. The left side throw complete to Adams. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Jones again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a pickup of 6.
They go play action with Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. First down, the run with Lynch. Gets through, and now an opening. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Giovanni Ricci, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Green Bay.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that. And they get one against you, as we just saw there, well, that really hurts them. It puts them back on their heels a little bit and makes them a little bit less confident.
Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Evades the tackler, and now some space. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Giovanni Ricci doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Rodgers will look to run it. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and win. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And inside give to Jones. And he shot to tackle. Now he's got some space. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Packers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
they're focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson escapes the sack. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now it's Wilson. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Working to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Dances by him. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in and practice.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Giovanni Ricci on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they had been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A solid stiff arm. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Second down, another shot for Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go up the middle with Lynch. But during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 217 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Lynch up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They set up the screen to Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
The Packers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
Throwing is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Rodgers.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Here's Rodgers.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
16 yards. And the Packers
To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught with a catch right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
4 yards. That's another Packers first down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. There's Rodgers to throw.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
11 more yards. That's another.
Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To throw is Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Hey, it's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have moved out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nifty move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. It certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. the way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Gain of 4. Brings up
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
The 42-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
There's Wilson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Wilson. They'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
There's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Wilson on the keeper. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
They run it with Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brought him.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A gain of 7.
2nd and goal from the 1. Carson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but it's a big swing of momentum right there.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good. Packers first down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Rodgers going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now it's Lockett. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now the Packers get set to go.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Up the middle, Jones. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's
Rodgers with a keeper. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
the field goal is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete.
2nd and 6.
Cornelius Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it's Carson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Wilson.
The 43.
It's complete to Lockett.
3rd and 2.
Complete to number 16. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's good.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A right side run with Patterson.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Second and 10.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Motion man left is Lazard. They'll run with Patterson.
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, what a move.
And he returns this to the 22.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:08 on the clock. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Baldwin. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
He gets it to Baldwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
To throw again is Wilson. It's caught, blocking. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Here's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
It's fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, first and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Packers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.